Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please. Of the closing doors, please.
It's alive!
Transfer is available.
It's available to
The next and last stop is...
You're tuning into the SubwayCreatures. You're tuning into the
You had to have seen some stuff in your childhood or even yesterday, you know, like that's, it doesn't matter. So tell me, do you have any great stories you could give us?
I got one really solid story that comes to mind, and I have the photo to go with it. I just sent you guys, but
amazing.
Yeah, plenty of weird things have happened. Of course, some guy the other day, like he had full out tattoos on his face and stuff, and I always wear glittery outfits, and he was like, he's like, nice outfit. And I always just feel like I should just respond because you know what, life is too short. I'm like, thanks, man, you looking good. He's like, I wasn't fucking talking to you. And as I'm walking by, I was like, and there was no one else around, so I was like, oh man, okay. So that's so I back in I was graduating high school. I'm on the train. I'm leaving from Times Square. I'm going to Queens for a little graduation party, and I'm on the subway with two of my friends. And Steve Buscemi is standing on the train with his he's standing on the train. He's got his hat on, and I'm like, oh my god, that's Steve Buscemi right in front of me. This is crazy. And my one friend is like, she's like, just take a picture of him really quick. No one's gonna believe us that he's just like on the subway. So I like to put my phone down. I just like pretend to take a picture a few times. I'm like, oh, you won't even notice. I look back down at the phone. May we have the picture, please? And he's looking directly into my phone with the glare. Wow. With such a strong glare. Look at this
picture.
Look at how strong the glare is right into the phone. Oh, it's so
savage.
So
for those of you listening, we have a picture of Steve.
His eyes are a little crooked. But it's a glare.
Let me tell you, Max, he's not looking at you. That's the way his eye always looks.
He's just
that is Steve Buscemi.
He's looking at the ceiling, actually.
It was so bad. And then, you know, when that happens, and that was like the last time I've actually ever gone for a sneaky photo, because then it was a long Queens subway stop, so it was like another at least like 7 minutes on the subway, and me just sitting there and him standing like 4 feet in front of me and me being like, oh no, what do I do now? He's just looking at me for the next 7 minutes with his son, and I was just like, I'm so sorry, I just didn't know what to say.
Was he furious you took it?
He just kept looking with that same glare, which like Steve Buscemi is like, he like both looks like he's like really cute and you could like hang out with him, he's like a frog, or he looks like he would murder you right then and there. It could have happened.
It could go either way.
It's interesting you telling that story, and I thought it was gonna go the same way that our friend Rick's story went when he met Matt Stone.
So I told this story in a past podcast. Yeah. There was a story when I met Matt Stone and got absolutely shut down.
Oh no!
And he did recover, and a few stops later, he wound up sitting down next to me and taking the picture.
Yeah.
But there's that denial that for 2 stops that you have to sit there, and you just. I remember saying
soul crushing.
I was just staring at my face reflecting off of my black screen on my phone, and I'm just like, oh man, that was like the worst thing.
It's like that Instagram, that super zoom, like the sad one. Yeah, that's
yeah, that's exactly what was happening.
Your computer dying while you're watching porn.
I feel like there are so many stories like this.
Oh my
gosh. Know? But for those of you who are listening, so. The picture of Steve Buscemi is him standing holding the pole in the middle of the train, and he's wearing a hat down over his face. Yeah. Clearly, you know, in New York, I'm sure he probably didn't want to talk to anyone. I'm sure.
He looks like
he's undercover.
Yeah. But if you're looks could kill.
If you're Steve Buscemi and you're riding in the subway, you have to understand this is gonna happen.
Yep.
So, but he's giving this side eye, and he's looking into Max's soul while Max is taking this
through
picture.
His soul.
He's looking through his soul, actually. Yeah. But no, it's not the camera he's looking through. It's Max.
It must be me. I mean, I've looked at this picture for years now, and this look never ceases to destroy me.
I know you probably look at Fargo and Reservoir Dogs.
Look at the hand too. Do we see? I haven't even looked at this hand before.
Oh, that's an interesting point.
You know, there's something going. There's just
What's
like
going on with
his hand.
Oh, he's like,
is he holding something?
He's holding an imaginary gun. That's what that is.
It looks like there's something in his hand he's squeezing.
It's like a
pill bottle,
like a blunt. It almost looks like a joint or something.
What is that?
I don't know.
I think he might be holding
We're
an
uncovering
invisible
new
dick.
things now.
Yeah.
Invisible dick.
Well, this is one of those pictures I can tell. You
Yeah.
can probably look at this 100 times and you're going to notice something
You'll
new
notice
about it
something
each time.
Literally. Yep.
So
Yeah.
look, I have a question. How come
Hit me.
you just didn't ask him, hey, Mr. Buscemi?
It's a great question, man. I was insecure. I was a 17-year-old boy that didn't know how to ask someone for a picture. And I've dealt with the karma ever since. I have a lot of people, like in airports. I have crazy airport styles. And I notice people taking pictures of me. So, like, I know it now. And I'm like, I shouldn't have done that when I was 17, taking a picture of that guy on the train, man. So, yeah.
They find everything under the sun. Everything.
What are some of the weirdest things that you've seen in there?
Besides dentures.
Besides dentures, which is weird, but at the same time, I almost feel like that's understandable. I've received a lot of videos of people falling asleep, and it's like usually old people, and they fall asleep, and while they're sleeping, dentures just fall out of their face.
But you wake up at some point, and you realize.
But at that point, someone might have already taken them or kicked them, or you never know.
They like roll down the track.
I'm just saying they might not be around you anymore.
Where's my
at the point you wake up?
I know. What are you,
Yes, dentures is weird, but there's got to be a lot of.
But there's the people who like get up and oh shit, my stop. They run, leg falls off.
What?
There's a leg in Lost
You know,
and
like
Found?
prosthetic legs
Somebody
or something.
left their leg.
James.
Yeah.
James.
How do you get off the train?
How can you get up and run missing a leg?
When you go like this, it has happened. People
But how
leave their
you get
bags
up and
behind.
run with no leg?
Here's what I'm saying. Think about what you're saying. You just said someone lost their leg and got up and ran away.
But by the time but you know what I mean? Like they'll get up and they'll like, oh shit, my leg or something. You know, like.
It's like Oscar
I'm not
Pistorius
I'm not
or something?
there. I'm not there when shit happens. But these.
Yo.
But there's a whole leg.
Right. Said they lost their leg and
How
got up
many
and
legs
ran
are in the Lost
away.
and Found right now?
I have no
More than
idea.
one?
I wish I worked
Hey, look,
there because
wait.
you can.
James, answer me this. So when you walk into Lost and Found and you see the leg, because you're not the only person to see the leg in there, I know y'all playing with these legs.
No, I don't know about that.
I know y'all taking them and like, oh, look at me.
Trying to get my man fired? He can't. Even if he did, he's not going to say that.
That's
right
why
now.
I don't work there, because I'll be in the back. Look at this leg. Look.
Doing the jig, right?
What voice was that?
No, but there's a lot
That's
of
my
things.
Chappelle show laugh.
Bikes,
Right.
a lot
Well,
of phones.
Who found the leg?
Passengers, they'll take it to the booth and they'll say, "Look, I found this on the train."
They'll just have it in their hand.
Yeah.
I mean, there's got to be sex toys. There's got to be lots of stuff.
lot
No
of
one's coming and
stuff.
claiming their dildo after it touched the floor.
Oh,
There's no way.
Can't
That's
you
dead
wash it
now.
off? Don't you just wash it off?
Oh, there's no washing
Are people
that.
claiming dildos?
That's just no.
when
Staph
you
infection.
have girlfriends slapping you in the face with dildos, yeah.
Oh, tell us the slap face
Can you
dildo
elaborate?
story.
Can you elaborate on what you just said?
This Sunday.
It reminds me of myself.
Oh, this was Sunday.
Yeah, this happened
This
last
past Sunday.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh god, the good story. So I start at 5 a.m. I'm walking to the end of the platform and I see two girls. They're fighting and, oh, what the fuck? Why are you looking at other women for? I'm here, don't you? And the other girl who's getting yelled at, she's just going in her purse. Look at me when I'm talking to you. What's wrong with you? I'm tired of this shit. And the other girl's just quiet, and I'm walking. I'm lowering.
Turn the volume down so
Turn
you
the
can
volume.
eavesdrop your hustle.
And then she's like, God damn it, I'm talking to you. Look at me. She, you see.
She dick slapped her girlfriend.
So, guys, something that happened, I believe it was either yesterday or Monday. There was a guy at the BART. Now, the BART, we've mentioned this in past episodes. The BART is the Bay Area Rapid Transit. That is out on the West Coast. I believe it's Oakland, San Francisco area. That is their metro system. So there's a guy who pulls out two chainsaws on the train and decides to start making comments like that got people very nervous. So we actually have video. I believe there's actually maybe even a news story on this. Guys, can we pull up the news story and basically let that do the talking if you guys have it?
We've seen a lot of disturbing things on BART, but this is a new one. A passenger swinging a chainsaw. He didn't get far once he got off the train. 47-year-old Patrick Bingham was arrested in Oakland. KPIX5's Juliet Goodrich is there now with new details, including the suspect's threats to fellow riders. Juliet?
The chainsaw-wielding suspect was arrested here at the Lake Merritt station. BART says it has never seen anything like this before. I'm referring to this man wielding 2 chainsaws and threatening passengers on the BART train.
I thought it was serious, something serious. That's why I started recording.
This video was posted on Twitter by a passenger.
He did say a couple things. He said, I'm the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And then he said, no, I'm the BART Massacre. Like, he said something like that, and that kind of had me scared.
Police say the man, 47-year-old Patrick Bingham, picked up a red chainsaw, flicked the switch on it several times, and started yelling threatening comments. You can hear it on this Twitter post. Then you can see Bingham open a second box which contained another chainsaw. BART police responded to the tweet and said it received a number of calls about a man on the train holding chainsaws. And then BART police responded in person. He is now behind bars facing a number of charges, including carrying a deadly weapon, shoplifting, and drug possession. We've also learned he had an outstanding arrest warrant. He'll be in court tomorrow morning. In Oakland, Julia Goodrich, KPIX5.
So that happened.
That dude really planned ahead because he was unboxing that chainsaw.
He was.
Like, he brought a box.
Why the hell he got so many damn chainsaws?
Well, my
He
guess is
shoplifted the chainsaw,
my
too.
guess is he stole them so that way he could resell them. But I think there's a couple questions here. How the hell, like, chainsaws either run electrically or on gas. So I don't know how he just pulled it out of the box and started it. That maybe he didn't start it, but he just pulled it out. But how about the fact that the girl standing next to him, her initial reaction is to pull her phone out and start recording him as he's pulling chainsaws out, telling people, I'm the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, we're doomed as a civilization.
And then
we really are.
So she posts it and she tags the BART police, and they respond through her tweet. This is 2018 now. This is the way people communicate.
I mean, 911 was always the first option when you see crazy dude on drugs with 2 chainsaws. But, I mean, posting on Twitter, second option.
I changed my flight.
She tagged the police in her post, and they responded probably quicker than 911 would.
Probably. Because, she called. They're like, ma'am, you sound black. You all right.
No, but
You're not coming. Like, what? Can you please come? No, ma'am, you're all right. Make your black skin do something. We don't have other things to do. She tweet, they don't know. Like, this could be serious, and they there. I find it surprising that he, but I think it's good he didn't die in custody. He didn't get shot when the police came.
Well, no,
because he had chainsaws.
And how about the fact that his name's Patrick Bingham?
And can we look at him? I mean, he's exactly the type of person that you'd think would have 2 chainsaws.
That is very true.
On a subway.
You remember Patrick Bateman from American Psycho?
Yes.
It's the names are, and he had a chainsaw.
Look at that. It was destiny.
This guy right here.
Yeah,
it was destiny. His parents were like, one day this dude's going to swing.
Well, he has a neck tattoo. If there's anything we've learned from neck tattoos.
If you have a neck tattoo, you're swinging 2 chainsaws on the subway. For sure.
I think if you white, you got a neck tattoo. Black people, they just get neck tattoos. It's like...
Yeah, no, that's true. Because white guy with neck tattoo is sketchy.
He got one
as shit.
solitary. Ain't like he got like some adornment. He got just one neck tattoo. It's like the name of his celly.
That might be his only tattoo on his body.
Right.
Is on his neck.
That's the problem. Like, actually, like if he had like tattoos and like a phoenix on his back and the wings were coming up.
Or like a chainsaw on his back. That's what I'd get if I were him.
Oh,
he's officially become that man. So he just has to own it. That's his image now.
Also, a thing that's surprising is that black woman recorded all of that. I started recording it. As soon as he said, I'm the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, my phone, you'll see my phone cut off or drop, and I'm going to walk and be gone. I'm switching cars.
Well, that was my point before.
Yeah.
She just stood there and recorded him. What if all of a sudden he just turns around and just starts sawing people up?
Well, did you see the people in the background of that video too? They aren't even looking at him. They're just like,
and you see this all the time in videos that we post and show. You see people just don't.
Yeah, look, that dude's on his phone. He's just like, I gotta get milk. God, my wife's freaking texting me. Like, oh, that dude has.
No, he's playing Candy Crush.
She's gonna be so mad at me if I don't stop.
And the person in the background
Whole
playing
Foods.
Candy Crush.
No one probably wanted to report it because they knew it would stop the train and fuck up their travel schedule.
Get murdered. Get home 10 minutes late.
Yeah.
It's tough in today's world. God, 21st century problems.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's just first world problems.
Oh my goodness.
I guess so. Yeah. This is going to be worth the wait.
I'm kind of scared because you segues somehow from anal sex to this clip, so I'm kind of scared.
Well, this is, in a way, going to be anal sex.
Oh! What the freak?
No.
Guys, we
not
got any
real.
volume on this? Because
That's
I'm
not
sure
real.
there is.
How do you have an ass with so little pimples and do that? That is clear skin.
That is a grown man.
That is really nice skin for what he does to himself.
That is a grown ass man.
That shit looks smooth. I will trade my ass for that ass right now. Look at that. Wait, who? No.
Freddie, can you explain to the people listening what you just witnessed?
Wait, can we watch it one more time?
Yeah, with the volume full video.
That's real pleasure. Freddie's
Freddie, what are you
shocked.
looking at?
Freddie's
So
shocked.
Freddie, what are you looking at?
That is a fatherless child. A bastard.
A fatherless
He
child.
didn't have a father. No way he had it. No way you can tell me he had a father in his life. No father in his life. And it's a fatherless child, and he is on his all fours with the pole inside of his booty crack. He rubbing it up and down the pole of his booty crack, making that weird sound. And so what I just heard, I just got a call from the coach of the Black Squad, and we are doing an interracial draft.
Grambling.
We're trading
It's called
him.
Grambling.
Yeah, we're trading him for George Zimmerman. I don't care. We'll take George Zimmerman for him.
Oh, you're
We
gonna
let
take
him go.
George? You're gonna
This
take
is-
George for him?
I'll take him.
Yeah.
I'll take him.
We are letting him go for George Zimmerman.
Personally,
He seems fun.
He
seems fun. We will take him.
Whatever he's doing, he fucking loves that. It's really gross because you think that the bottom part of the pole is the cleanest.
You
too.
thought.
So a lot of times I put my hand at the bottom because it
Right.
seems clean.
Well, now you better put it as high as you can in that pole. If you're, and by the way, we have no idea what train this is on. So for those of you
It looks like
listening,
the J.
we just showed a video of a guy.
He was
Yeah,
push
Kim,
up
go.
position, legs spread, pole between
fours.
his legs, in between his cheeks. He has his pants pulled down.
I want everyone to think
he's
about
wearing
this the next
Nikes.
time you're commuting on Monday.
It looks
He got
like
one
he's
cheek out.
wearing very, very tight,
He got tighty whities that are great.
tighty whities. He's got a great ass. I've pointed this
I don't
out, and
know
I'm going to
anything
point it
well,
out again.
great in what sense? That there's no hair on it?
It's hairless. It's very hydrated. His skin is. What?
What makes his ass hydrated?
Look how hydrated his skin looks. Do you not agree with me? His skin is
He'd
fucking
throw a little
glowing.
cocoa butter on
His
that
skin,
shit.
His skin looks like the face of a bride on her wedding day. Like
So what you are
he
telling
looks
me?
like he's fucking. I mean, whatever he's doing, he's living his life the way he wants to, and it's obviously benefit to his health.
No, it's not a
Because-
benefit to
he's-
anyone else's health.
He's high on PCP, LCD, LSD.
No, we're
ABC,
speculating. We're speculating.
LGBT.
We don't
He's high on all
speculate
that.
on the show.
He's high on
We don't
LGBT.
speculate on the show.
Why
You
not?
are speculating.
Why not?
I don't know. I'm just saying
Oh,
that. That's the
you
first
don't
time I've ever
speculate.
just
I'm
said that.
speculating like hell. You see this clip? If you
Listen.
saw this clip, please watch this. Kim blowing like clouds, and here's a whole cloud just infiltrated here. But I'm speculating on his ass. Like no pun intended.
You're speculating on his ass.
No pun.
So, do you think that Kim? What was the phrase you used? It's a
Hydrated.
hydrated ass.
Yeah. No. So he's got his ass. He's got the pole in between it, and he's sort of rubbing up and down. So the pole is just rubbing in between his cheeks, kind of like
Flossing.
when you want anal, but not
He's
yet.
flossing on the pole.
He's doing what you do when you want anal.
Oh, is that a
but not
term
yet.
for
You're
that?
like-
Flossing?
Well, we
Or
if
like-
not, we just created
I've had
it.
so
'Cause
many
he's
guys-
flossing his asshole with the pole. Is he
Going
not?
down
gonna
the
be
crack of
inappropriate.
his ass.
Is he not? No, we're gonna be inappropriate today. So what do you got?
Nothing. It's so inappropriate.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan looked at me like he's gonna film it and send it to his boss. I can't.
Okay.
We
Anyway.
need HR at Gas Digital. So we had a really good Would You Rather, and I would love to reuse it. And
Do you remember it?
Yes. Would you rather fuck? Okay, it's going to be different because we're different genders. Would you rather fuck your mother's brain in your girlfriend's body
Oh,
or fuck your girlfriend's body with your mother's brain?
oh, this is just fucked up all around. Now, who the fuck are you winking at?
The producers, because they're all like gagging.
But this is just twisted. This is fucked up.
Yeah, well.
What was your answer? Well,
I
for you,
said-
I guess it would be your dad and your boyfriend, right?
Yeah, my dad and my boyfriend. I said that I'd rather fuck my boyfriend in my dad's body because I can handle, like, I'll just keep the dark secret myself and get good therapy. But I don't want my dad to remember what I'm like when I'm fucking him.
But your kind of doing that anyway.
Yeah, but just his body. It's a really hard answer. It was really hard. It was really hard, and it's a really good one, and I need you to answer right now.
What would Freud say about this? This is so fucked up.
Because I would just close my eyes and be like, I'm just going to use his dick.
Oh, man. This is really fucked.
I hope I hope he never hears this.
This is really fucked.
He listens to my podcast. Can we take this part out and put it before and go, Dad, if you're listening, please don't listen any further. I promise you, you're going to be tempted from what I say.
Bobby, I'm going to need you to weigh in on this.
I'm going to make a clip out of it.
I need to know what you're choosing. Please stop leaving me on this.
No. I won't leave you hanging, but obviously a lot of thought needs to go into this because this is so fucking dark. This is really fucked.
Yeah.
And by the way, let's remember to bring this up the next time Freddie's here.
Yeah.
Because we need
an answer.
I need to hear what because you know him. He'll say, "Oh, I'll fuck them both at the same time." My elegante, like he'll say.
He's like,
something
my
stupid.
elegante go in my mama's pussy out her mouth, and then in my girl's pussy out her mouth. My elegante fit them both.
That's absolutely. He's gonna say something really dumb like that.
Yeah, some crazy shit.
But I
can't wait to hear it. Okay, what are you choosing? Quit stalling, dude.
I'm not
You're
stalling. It's just it's such a lose-lose.
Are you fucking your chick with your mom knowing what your dick game's like? Or are you fucking going to sacrifice and fuck your mom's body with your chick knowing that you came at your mom's body?
God.
How's your mom look, first of all?
I guess it's got to be...
Your mom's got that tight body?
I guess it's got to be... the girlfriend's brain in
your mom's body. So you're just thrusting over your mom.
Because of the way you just worded that with like your dad knowing that,
like your mom knowing what your
him,
dick game's like.
Like that really bothers me.
I'd rather know than have them know.
That really bothered me. But
is that a crazy thing? I'd rather take the hit.
But then I think about. Fuck.
I want to know what you guys are going to do.
That is so fucking... You know what's going to happen tomorrow?
Hold on, let's hear what...
I am going to start texting every person in my phone
and find out their answer?
And I want to find the answer, and I'm going to do a tally. I might even post it on the account.
Please.
I might just take a poll.
Please.
And it's so dark and
spread the news. We
need
to know who's fucking the moms or the girlfriend's bodies. Nate?
Man.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I would do...
Wait. So the listeners don't think that this is God. Please state your name.
My name is Nate.
Nate's one of our producers.
I am one of the producers. I would definitely do my wife's brain, mum's body, lights out.
Lights out. Oh, that's smart. But the lights have to be on.
You answered that way too
I've got
confident.
an eye mask on there.
No. You have to physically see it because it doesn't count if you don't see it.
Keep adding these rules.
Yeah. You have to see it.
Regardless of which.
You have to see your mom's face when she's like, when your girlfriend's coming, but it's actually your mom's face.
You answered that way too confidently.
Well, you got to double down. I mean, I got to double down.
They do things differently
down under.
Yeah,
I mean, dude, come on. It's not a big deal.
Listen to that accent.
Bobby, what are you doing?
I mean, lights have to be on. I wouldn't be able to do it with my mom's body there. If it's her
So
brain.
you're fucking your girlfriend and your mom's knowing what's going on.
Yeah,
no, you're sick. You're bad son.
You can't judge people on their answers because this is so fucked. This is such a
You're a
fucked
bad
topic.
son, Bobby. You're gonna make your mom fucking see your fucking dick fucking her.
It came out of her already. So
it's going back in.
His dick was in her once already.
Whoa!
Wow! Now he just blew your mind.
Yeah.
He just flipped the script on you real quick.
Yeah, he blew my mind, and his mom is blowing his.
Bobby, that was good. That was good. I like how you did that because you honestly you can't judge anyone's answer on this because it's a lose-lose.
I can and I
it's
will.
So
I'm
twisted.
judging Bobby's
No, because you know what
answer.
you're doing. You're adding little things as you go.
I'm
along.
not. You can't say lights out. That's like being like, oh, I'm gonna fuck my mom's brain, but she's gonna be on alcohol and not know what's going on. It's like it doesn't count. You got to see that fucking mommy titty.
This is Juan Ayala, the guy who was actually recording the crazy chick on the train.
Oh, shit.
So let's cut to this real quick. We are in the studio here with Juan Ayala, Platano Man.
Platano Man.
Right. Gang.
Welcome to the studio, man.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you for taking the time to come in. I know that you're on the clock with your 15 minutes right now.
You know, it's definitely crunch time, and my time is definitely crunchy right now.
Now, just to give the viewers a quick idea of who Juan is, he is the passenger on the train. What train was that, by the way?
This was the lovely D train.
Of course it was.
He was on the D.
On the D train when a woman decided to wild out and, oh man, she got physical and racist, and thankfully Juan was there to record it, as well as a few other people, I believe, getting some other angles. But this is a wild story, not only because of what this woman did, but because of the way it ended as well. Juan, I know for those of the people who have been living under a rock and have no idea, can you just kind of real quick summarize how this whole thing started on the train, and what was your day like that morning going into this?
So basically, I ran out of the house to try to get to work on time. You know, didn't even get a chance to get my own bacon, egg, and cheese, but I was in a good mood because I knew I would make it on time. So I thought. Then I get my ass on the train. I'm listening to my boys' music. Shout out to Los Racas, shout out to Louis D, shout out to Fresh Daily. And next thing you know, out of nowhere, I start hearing this lady just ranting to my right and just yelling obscenities. Of course, as your average New Yorker, I can't mind my business. So I look to my right, and here's this crazy lady just yelling at this poor little girl.
You know what? That's a great... Can we start the video now? Because you got us right. Do you know what started this whole thing? Like why she...
I'm assuming just close proximity in a New York City subway.
Because I'll be honest with you, this woman does not look like the type who you necessarily need to do something to her for her to react this way. She might have just done this anyway.
Right. I mean, there was no like bumping. There was no invading a personal space or anything, because the video picks up she's just yelling at her.
Right.
But like, so there was nothing you saw that just got this popping.
Right. And this little girl is like, what, 3'5"? Like she's super tiny. Like what could she have possibly done?
Right.
Yeah, super bite size.
Right.
Yeah.
Like what could she have possibly done to have enraged this Nazi lady so much?
And it looks like she's also minding her own business too. She's got her head down in her phone.
Yeah.
Like she's just minding her own business. Right. Guys, if we could just play the video, and if you could just start narrating what the hell is happening.
So here we go with her yelling. She's gonna repeat this numerous times. Like if she was a Pokemon, that would be her name. She'd be the fuck off.
Right. So right here we see some kicks and hits. So was that the first punch though?
Yeah, that was the first hit thrown actually, and that's when I realized that shit was going down.
Now, Juan, let's talk about
right here.
Let's talk about this part right here.
Right here. What's going through your head, B?
You know shit's going down.
You already know. If you're from the hood, if you've ever been in any altercation or from any inner city, you already know when somebody starts tying their hair back, shit is going down. The only thing left is for them to pull out Vaseline and put it in
I was going to say the Vaseline
shit.
But
taking her earrings out and shit.
But in the hood, that's the case. But she ain't from the hood.
Nah.
She looked like something else could happen.
Yeah.
And that scares like all y'all could catch it.
Right.
Like, so what are you thinking? What's going through your mind?
You know, every person around her while she's doing this is on alert right now.
Oh, absolutely.
They're like, shit is like this woman is about to do something weird and crazy because she, like you said, she was rummaging through her purse.
Yeah.
I have a feeling, I don't know this for a fact, I have a feeling she was looking for something she couldn't find, and thankfully she couldn't find it because after the fact, they found out that this woman actually has maced people on the train before. So maybe that's what she was looking for. We're all speculating, but
as she's elbows deep in her Barney bag of terror, we don't know at that point what she was gonna pull out. If it was gonna be a mace, a gun, a dildo, and just start slapping people with a dildo. Like, we don't know what was going to go down.
So look, that would have been very funny. Like, what would you have done if you been smacked with a dildo on the D train? You ride in the D and you get smacked with a dildo.
Right. Yo, you know what? I would be hiding in a cave till 2020. Y'all wouldn't even hear from me. Or
cancel 2019.
Exactly. 2019
Latino man gets hit with dildo while riding the D. You ain't gonna never live that down for Latino man.
Well, the weirdest part is that, so we had another guest come on the show who's an MTA employee, and he came on and he told us a story of someone getting smacked in the face with a dildo on the train. So it's actually not that crazy to see, I guess. But you really aren't surprised these days by anything in the New York subway. So So obviously this starts getting physical. She winds up pulling out an umbrella. Guys, if we go to the second video, I believe that's where that is. Pulling out the umbrella and hitting this woman. She also, it looks like she's using her keys or something. Is she putting her keys between her knuckles?
Yeah, I don't know if she was going for some brass knuckles, Vega from Street Fighter technique kind of situation.
How about that line? You guys won't let me hit her back.
Right. As if she didn't start it.
Right.
Don't
fucking touch me.
But tell me what. All right, at this point, what is the mood in this train car?
I'm sorry. Can we go back to that little slap that he attempted because that was interesting? Did you catch that?
Yeah, I was talking about it earlier in the show.
Oh, the slap in the face.
Yeah.
The quick little.
It was so fast.
Yeah, but we've all been there before. I mean, that's a reaction right there. That's just one of those. Oh shit! Like
yeah. Like he didn't even know he did that.
You're right. I don't really think he knew.
Right.
So I got a question, Platano man.
Yeah.
You watching all this, and these guys are trying to break it up. They're failing miserably at breaking it up.
Yes.
How come you ain't hop in there and help break it up?
Yo, you know something? I'm gonna be honest with you. As a content creator, the first thing that came to mind is, oh shit, here is some motherfucking content for me to motherfucking create. And that's why I saw light of the situation until it got serious.
Right.
You know? So I kind of
that's you talking. What are you doing? Is that the clear?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
So here comes the umbrella. Now you clearly the scene in here. When does it start getting to a point where you're like, because we've all, at least I feel like most New Yorkers have been on a train where something like this has happened. But maybe after a minute or two, it just kind of solves itself and everyone kind of goes back to the shit. At what point did everyone in the car start realizing, wow, this isn't going to end until this woman is completely off the train? I mean, the mood, and you said I was making light of it, but clearly there was a point where that changed.
Yeah.
Was it after the racist remarks or was it before that when it really got physical with like an umbrella? She had the keys in her hand.
Well, the whole like umbrella keys thing was just dragging on like a WNBA game. Like just nobody wanted to sit through it at all. And I saw everybody just getting frustrated witnessing her do this. So I was like, you know what? She's either going to keep doing this or it's just going to get worse.
Right.
Which clearly after she yelled out that C word, it got worse.
Right. And let's get into that part because from what I read even afterwards, she didn't even stop with that. She made a comment to you as well.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if we have that on camera. Did you wind up catching? That was on a different angle, I want to say.
Yeah, that was off somebody else's cell phone. And she called me Muhammad Atta, which is the hijacker of one of the 9/11 planes.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
She thought you was Arab.
She thought I was Muslim.
But you're not Muslim Arab. You are.
I am. I'm Dominican, bitch. T-shirts coming soon.
Hey, like I said, you got to cash in now, man.
All right, so can we play? We're gonna play this video. It should be coming up soon, I think.
Fuck off! No, you shut the fuck up.
Is that you?
No, that was not me. That was I believe the one with the quick hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was an odd amount of Asians on this train. Where were you coming from?
So basically, rent got too expensive in Bushwick, so I had to move to Bensonhurst.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that happened, and now this is my daily commute every day. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's coming up now.
Yeah.
And shout out to the guy with the brown leather jacket. He really tried.
You could clearly tell he really tried.
But he didn't want to get involved. But
he's all late for work, bitch.
Is that now? That's you.
Yeah.
That's you, and that's a very valid point because if she does get on the phone with the cops, you know this train's stopping and everyone's stuck on it.
Yeah.
So it's a great point.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. I think it's coming up here.
I don't know what made me zoom into her right before she said what she said, but it was like prestigious timing.
Well, there's almost like a quiet before the storm kind of moment.
Yes.
Where she has her phone. Are you guys underground at this point?
We're underground, and she's trying to call the cops with no service.
So she wouldn't have service
Right.
anyway.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
But it definitely was the calm before the storm. Before she threw out that C word, it was like Goku like building the spirit bomb. And there was just a bunch of just silence. And then you felt it in the air.
Right. Yeah. When she said it, I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, the whole train, there was a collective, oh! And then all of a sudden, you just see everyone, all right, gloves are off at this point.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like some of the O's I heard was like, oh, not out loud. People was just thinking that. Not out loud. Like some people was like, I think some people like thinking it like, no, don't say it. Just think it.
Oh man.
that.
But you could tell she wasn't holding back at this point. Guys, if we could find that part, just so we can have some context to this. And I think that, it's funny no one got hurt, but that whole collective part of the train, a second that came out, And
especially because you said she said some stuff to you. I'm like, she never got hit, not once. Like nobody.
Well, how about
her in the lip?
Yeah, I mean, you took her down.
I mean, I had to.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have video of that because that was a different angle, but I mean, I definitely saw a video at one point where she's down. She's down on the train on the floor. He's got her down.
I didn't see that one.
I know that's not one of the videos that went viral, but that's to the extreme that
She
this
was
went
on
to.
the ground.
Yeah, you took.
I think that video is on Reddit because what happened with that video, with the takedown video, was
it's
a
too
gentleman
early for
posted
this
it
shit.
on Facebook, and then Facebook took it down.
She's not even fighting you back, bitch.
I love your random bitches. It's not even fighting you back, bitch.
Yo, lady, you need charge before you get hit in the face.
But it's a part. Where's the part where she goes verbal with the disrespectful language? That's the part that we really need, because it's a part. I mean, we don't want to say we want y'all just to hear it, all y'all listening. But it's a part where this lady, she just, because she's hitting an Asian woman, so she calls her like an Asian slur.
If you go to on YouTube and just type in Subway Susan versus Plátano Man, it's like the whole 4-minute.
We have it. Here it comes.
Perfect.
All right.
Subway Susan.
Sorry, I wasn't able to email that.
No, it's all good.
Fucking chink.
What? Nah.
Look at, you're a disgrace to all white people.
Your white privilege ain't working over here, yo. Fuck out of here with that racist shit.
The Asian guy in the brown jacket, he wanted to hit her.
Yes.
He wanted to hit her.
That's the straw that broke the camel's back for him.
Because you can see, like, he had that smile, like, it's not funny. It's just, I'm just restraining myself so well right now. He got in her face.
Shout out to his
bit.
patience.
Yeah, I mean,
shout out to the Asian woman she was hitting. Like, I'm just so surprised she never hit her back. She was just taking kicks.
Well, you know what?
Kicks and kicks
Your
and kicks.
adrenaline starts going in these moments. Like you're just running off of pure adrenaline. And I've shared some stories with you guys. Like, and I know you probably have run into some stuff too. You're no matter where you stand in this position, you're scared because you know that there's the potential for shit to go down right now. Again, you don't know what this chick has in her bag. You know, she could have anything. She could have a knife. She could have, even if she did have pepper spray, that's going to affect everyone on that train car in a confined space. And she releases that. I mean, you're all screwed. I'm sure that's what was happening. That was going through your mind. I did have a video of basically the skit that you put on when you go on to the train. But I was like, why the hell would we watch that when we have you here in the studio?
Yes.
So can we do a run through of, you just walked onto a train.
Okay.
What is it? We're your audience.
Okay, so the audience is left and right of me. I usually start at one end and perform on that end, and then, walk down, hopefully collect some donations, and then do one more thing at the end before I go out. I used to didn't do that. I used to perform, and, I didn't want to walk through the door because I got a ticket for that before.
You got a ticket from going car to car?
From walking through the door. Yeah, they didn't give me a ticket for performing. They got a ticket for me. They got a ticket to me. I can't speak English today. They gave me a ticket because I walked through the doors over the bridge.
Right. Like car to car. You walk from one car to the other car.
Yeah, that's why they gave me a ticket. But they wasn't like,
damn.
Yeah. And I think the guy didn't see me perform in the previous card. He saw me walk through the door and he's like, hey, man, what's up? Merry Christmas. Oh, thank you.
Did he say Merry Christmas?
No, he didn't.
Oh, I was going to say, what a dick.
Yeah. But so back to so I'm in the train, everybody's looking at me, and this is my strategy after performing for a while. I start off my performance talking in the exact same voice and vocal tone as the subway train, so it's not just what time is it, showtime? The train dancers, they do that. Right. They just start off loud and just going in. But I start off with the same voice as the subway train. And a lot of people look up first, and then they look at me. I was like, oh, I thought that was a thing. I was like, You don't know. I did that on
Enough,
purpose.
enough of the build-up. Let's
Stop teasing us.
Yeah, I can't take it anymore. You got to just do it, man.
Ricky's about to bust a nut. You better go.
Bust a nut. That's hilarious.
Do you guys want a spit shield or something for this mic?
Do we need it? No. We'll
I
just
could
throw
try
it
to
out.
do it off.
We're
to
just
the
gonna throw it out when
Should
you're
I
done.
move my face?
No, I'll
How
just,
far
I'll
is
just
the
do it like
spit
right here. I mean, I could do it off the side or something.
No,
I was just
go
looking
ahead.
out for you guys.
Do your thing.
You gonna spit all on the
No, I have one thing I learned about beatboxing. I know how to. It's weird, but it's hashtag spit control.
Okay.
I learned how to control my spit when I beatbox.
I'm familiar.
I learned that in college. Ha.
Oh God!
Just
I
here for
learned.
the
I learned
jokes.
women like her knew how to do that.
Kim making black guys blush is my favorite thing.
Can you tell? I mean, what color do I turn? Purple. All right,
man.
So just get right into it.
All right. So you just walked onto the train.
Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the interruption. My name is Verbal Ace. I'm a beatboxer from outer space. Why am I from outer space? Because I can make sound effects that's not possible by the human mouth. I'm about to show you it's possible, starting with a classic movie theme that goes like this. See, it's the same thing. Stand clear of the. It's the same voice.
Wow.
Sorry, that's how I
No,
start
do
the movie.
the
And there you
stand
go.
clear of the closing doors.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please. You ruined it. You got to let me do it, man. What's going on, man? All right. Wait a minute. All right, there you go. You see, you got to react. No, I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. Which goes like this. What the beep? Remix the with some knocks back. Voice impressions. I am Yoda. Voice impressions. Muska Mika Mouse. Voice impressions. I Elmo. Voice impressions. I'm SpongeBob. Hi, Patrick. Voice impressions. Hey, SpongeBob. I'm hungry. Calabria. With the beat. Joy.
Oh.
So that's the.
What the fuck?
There we go. Listen, I
Did you
don't,
see
I don't
Kim's
clap
face
for
the whole-
anyone on this show. Apparently,
He never
so
claps. His first
I
time
never
he
clap.
clapped.
Oh, what?
I love that.
You see
thank
Kim's
you.
face the whole time. Kim was she like a 6-year-old in Toys R Us.
Listen,
That was fucking great.
I listened to a lot of your videos last night doing my homework before this. So I made sure that Kim got extra high for this episode. So she
I'm
didn't
just
really know what she was
perfectly
into.
stoned for this.
She didn't know what she was in for.
Kim
exactly.
got extra high. Like, what does that consist of?
Wait, look at his email. Dating30.
datedating30@gmail.com. And there
So
were
there
two,
were 29 other
Wait, hold on, wait.
And he has to let you know
cigarette meat
that's
date.
his
Back to
email.
white. A cigarette meat date.
We
Okay.
are back to white.
Holy
We're
shit, this
back to
guy's
white.
mixed.
Wait, where's the cigarette?
He might be.
He's mulatto.
Oh, no.
But no, here's the thing that's creeping me out. The creepiest thing about this is that all his T's are crosses. Like, he's all capital letters, but when you get to the T's, they're crosses.
Oh, that's some devil shit.
Right, exactly. Look like the devil. I don't know.
He's
That's the
gonna
devil.
fucking
The devil's
possess you.
everybody. The devil's white,
Did
black,
you notice
Mexican,
the
everybody.
bottom left, meaning maybe romance for your
Maybe.
one night stand?
Maybe.
Meaning
romance.
maybe romance
That's
for your
the devil.
one night stand.
That is the devil, guys.
24 hours of just pure romance and get the fuck out.
How about
Also, look at his G. That's like a serial killer G.
that is
That looks like a sign from Aliens.
that's a good
sign
point.
from signs.
That's a good
Yeah.
point. He gave up halfway through that G.
A comedy
It just-
show? What?
What the hell is Dutch
A
dating?
Euro date.
You both pay.
What is Dutch dating? Isn't
Oh, you go
the
split.
bill?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
one night stand, then you get
a minute.
to foot my.
I mean, if he's
me.
being straightforward.
Window shopping. Yes.
No, the funny part, Danny didn't know what Dutch dating was. So, Danny rich. Like, I don't even know what that is.
No.
I won an award for sucking dick. So
it's got nothing to do with.
Obviously, I ain't paid for a damn thing about
Freddie.
Freddie.
It's got nothing to do with rich. It's got to do with looking like that.
And win an
If
award
you
for
put
sucking
out,
dick.
you're not going Dutch.
If you win an award for sucking dick, then you ain't got to pay for nothing. You go out with me like, bitch, I got this. Like, put your cards away. I got this.
Don't even move your mouth that much.
Suck my booty off my back last
You
night.
relax your mouth muscles. Just relax.
Danny, out of all of those, give me your top 3 in any order. Can we pull that up one more time?
Okay. What I would do?
Well, I'm just saying, like, out of
your favorites.
Oh, I was gonna pick my date out of that. Is that what you're talking about?
That's a good idea too. We can do that too.
I'm going with spaghetti and meatballs.
You got to pick 2.
I don't know what AM meaning is,
but it sounds fun.
But it sounds like morning sex, and I'll take that too.
Okay.
Spaghetti and meatballs. AM meeting, and then
what are you gonna do? Are you gonna eat spaghetti and meatballs in the morning?
AM.
You only get one night,
Oh,
sister.
maybe I'll. Oh,
You got to eat that fast because you got to go after the morning. I think you got to eat a quick spaghetti and meatball.
Breakfast spaghetti.
Yeah,
spaghetti and meatballs
to go.
Whatever the Caribbean thing was, and maybe romance.
Okay.
With a food baby in me.
Okay. Kim, what stands out to you in this?
This obviously the comedy show.
Well,
I'm shocked. I'm like, who's booking that? I need to get on it. This is going viral. Everyone's going to be there, and just the entire creepy note.
Well,
in general,
the part that we never even really mentioned.
Deluxe.
There are multiple phone numbers. On this. There are multiple phone numbers on this. Should we call?
Yeah, let's call. Please, let's call right
Should
the
we
fuck
call?
now.
I'm about to call one.
No.
Should we call?
Wait, Freddie, don't call. Put it down.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on. Yes.
Yes.
They've got it on the line. Professional.
Wait. Hold on. We have to figure out before we call. One person has to do the talking, and it obviously cannot be a male. One of you.
I'm just gonna giggle the whole time.
Okay, Kim. Do you want to?
Yeah, I have fucking rock this.
All right.
Can you put up the note when he answers so I can read off of it?
Fucking retard dialing over there.
Why is he so slow? Shh. Don't call him a retard. He's Australian. Shit, my phone's ringing. This is why he gave us a second number. He never answers the first. It's a tease thing he does. This dude's got a fucking huge dick. If you put 2 numbers and doesn't answer either of them.
The number 718-833-2349 is a real number. You have dialed a real number, and we'll be here.
Wheel?
If you are serious about your
I gotta
call,
leave a message.
leave your name and number. If not, just hang up.
Hi, I was just calling because I saw your post, and you were looking for a one night stand only. I just want to know, like, it sounded like it was just you, but in your voicemail you said we. So first, I guess I want to know is who else is gonna be there. Second, I want to know is like, do you make the spaghetti and meatballs? I'm gonna try your other number. I'll call you back. Try the other one.
That answering machine was.
Whoa.
I want that as my answer.
Whoa! And then and then it was just silent for a long. Like he couldn't figure out how to set it.
Yeah.
It was Nate being retarded again.
He's not a part of the black delegation. I will let you know.
By the way, who made the joke? My phone was ringing when we dialed that number. That was pretty funny. That was the live audience.
good.
That
Guy
would
in
be
the
pretty
corner.
funny.
He is not a
We're
part
gonna
of the black
we're going to give you the number for the studio just in case they want to call back during the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a great idea.
All right.
So he knows where to come kill me.
Oh God.
Great.
So obviously he's black.
Thank you. I was gonna say that.
He's not a part of the black delegation, though.
All right,
I'm
gonna
know that. White
once
people,
I
you listen
dial
to this, don't be like, black people, y'all. No.
I'm gonna turn off everyone's mic
mic
except Kim's.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I hope he answers. It stinks if he doesn't.
I'm just actually looking forward to this.
A different one. It has to be a different voicemail. Come on, dating.
Has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Why?
John.
Whoa!
Is not available.
Whoa!
Please record your message.
I can't leave
when
another
you have
message.
finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, John. My name's Sarah. I was just calling because I saw your post for one night stands only, and like stuff like meaningful walk on a date and like maybe romance. And I was wondering if you could give me a call back. I'll be on my phone for like the next 5, 10, 15 minutes. 573-427-5463. I hope to hear from you. Good?
Okay. That was
John. What the hell was
What an aggressive John.
Yeah.
That guy's a murderer.
So I think at this point, everyone has a mental picture of what John looks like.
A rapist.
He looks
He looks like Freddy. For sure.
You know who he looks like to me?
Somebody in this room, he didn't answer his phone.
You know the actor Tiny Lister?
Yes.
That's what I'm imagining.
Basically,
Can we pull up a picture of Tiny
Debo
Lister?
from Friday. Everybody know Debo from Friday.
Yes, that's a good one.
You know Debo from Friday. You know that.
I was
We don't
just
need to
going
pull a
with
picture.
like any perp on Criminal Minds.
Look, here's the thing. I think Black History Month need to be rescheduled for June for this because Jussie Smollett and then this. We can't. No, we gonna trade this in June. Black History Month. No, we lost this month.
Can we pull up a picture of whoever it was that Kim just said?
Tiny Lister?
Tiny Lister?
Yeah. Is that his name? Am I saying that right?
That's exactly who that is.
Debo.
Oh, that's
That is
Debo.
his name.
Okay, from
Yeah.
Friday.
You didn't believe me the first time?
I didn't know that was the same person.
I didn't believe you.
Okay. You guys are using two different names.
I was like, John.
I thought it was John.
This is what I imagine John like.
Yes.
Like, it's just huge.
That is absolutely.
And he's like, come in.
Debo from Friday.
Wait,
You ain't going nowhere.
why are we assuming he's black?
Oh, Danny,
Oh
don't
my
you
God,
dare.
Danny, because he
Try
was
to
like,
throw a
I'm
wrench into
just
this.
saying when he said John, it
You know
sounded like
goddamn
some
well
serial
that
killer
that guy
white
was
dude.
black.
You know, I mean,
wanna
I
know.
heard his voice texture, and then what he put. It's like we was kind of on the edge, and then I heard.
no,
him, I was
he's
like,
black. I heard it.
It was
The
pretty
second,
funny.
the second one, I was like, maybe he's just.
Well, it was pretty
A
funny
crazy
what
white
my
dude.
friend Monty said. He goes, imagine if we call the second number and now it's a white guy who leaves a voicemail and totally throws this whole thing off.
Like a British
When did he
accent.
tell you all of that?
He mentioned it when you were actually waiting for the call to go through.
Apparently, I missed that, and I'm in between y'all.
I
two,
know.
so I
Are you guys talking telepathically? Like, what
They
the
like
fuck?
they go way back or something. They doing sign language. They over here.
They had two pictures. One guy was a black guy who was doing the exact same thing, and the other picture is the white guy. And one title said, "These people are looting," and the other said, "Look at this guy trying to find stuff to support his family."
That's a
It was
long
wild.
title.
Well, what were
Too
they
wordy
taking?
for a headline.
One guy had a bag of groceries. One guy had a rim. So you never know.
Wait, so when you got to New York, you obviously had it rough right off the bat.
Yeah.
With the subway experiences. Why 3 times? Have you been mugged since then?
No, I was a hayseed. I was a southern cunt. I
He
came
was
up
looking
here.
all gullible, probably.
Yeah.
Walking
that's what I was
around
gonna
all
ask.
happily. Niggas was like, yo,
Exactly.
get him!
Yeah, I was a sitting duck. I was a big alcoholic. So I'd come home at like 5 a.m. I'm bouncing off the walls. I'm so drunk, and I had the white earbuds in. That was a red flag. And I would
This
just
is
be
07?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when that was hot.
It was-
I was like, yo, they was yapping you for the white ones back
Yeah.
then. It was hot. You might get your
I
face
had the
cut.
big thick iPod. Like that was a hot item.
You were playing Snake on it?
Yeah. And it was kind of before cameras were everywhere, and you still had a flip phone, so you could still fuck with people and not get caught. And I got mugged on the subway. I would always fall asleep on the subway because I was such a drunk. And I woke up and there was a guy kneeling next to me with his hands in my pocket. And I go, oh, and I stood up real quick and be like, what are you doing? And I was so drunk, I stood up and I just fell right back down. I was such a mess. And he wasn't even worried. He was like, don't worry, it'll turn right back around. I was in yeah, and he like moonwalked out the door. The doors closed behind him. He gave me like a salute. And he got everything, my keys, my joke book, my phone.
Oh, you got your keys too, huh?
Everything.
Now he's doing comedy.
He's killing. That was Damian Lemon. Google that name. He's not famous.
So that was the first muggery. What was the second muggery?
I think that was the first. Second, they're all pretty fun. The second one, I went to, I used to live in Crown Heights. So I would stay out drinking as long as I could because the travel back was like 3 hours sometimes on that 5 train. Gah! So I was out in Hell's Kitchen. I was at Rudy's. They get free hot dog with every beer. So I was just pounding beer. I was so poor. And I blacked out. And I remember I was walking back to the train. I was so drunk that I go, let me take a little nap in this little doorway here. Just give me like 5 minutes to reboot. I fall asleep. I wake up. There's 4 or 5 guys going through my pockets. And I go, oh. And one of them goes, he's waking up. And he hit me. And I went out again. He got everything. Got everything.
You're so easy to rob.
Well, I was the booze talking.
Damn, we gotta get you some cocaine, man.
I know. I wasn't a coke guy.
Well, you gotta start, I guess.
You know how hard it is to get your life back in order when you're poor, and they take your credit card, your Metro card, your cash, so you can't buy a new credit card. You can't get a new Metro because you have no money to get the Metro, and then you just...
They get your ID too because you're out of state.
Now you have no ID.
That's got to be a pain in the ass.
It's a huge pain in the ass. You got to start all over.
Oh my God, I would just killed myself.
Well, that's what I was saying. At what point did you just go, all right, I'm not meant for this?
You're strong.
If it wasn't for
you
that,
are strong.
If it wasn't, he wouldn't be such a beast. He's
Uh-huh.
so strong.
That is true, man. So you're
those
all...
are little tests that New York like to give people.
I guess so.
See how you react.
Yeah,
you
I
paid
didn't react well.
You paid your dues, I guess, because you're everywhere right now. You're doing all the late night shows. You're all over the place.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
So it's obviously you've paid your dues. It seems like, but
what was the third one?
Oh, there was a third one. Good call, Kimmy.
Can't move fast.
Good call,
Are we to
Kimmy.
ET?
Good call. I forgot. Yeah, we need.
Michelangelo.
Does it get worse or does it get
So
better?
they
with
punched you in
muggies?
the face. I feel like these stories are intensified.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
The
saying.
first one they wave moonwalk.
Yeah.
Second one they're like he's waking up. Boop boop.
Right.
Third one.
He's
what's
gonna get
going on?
raped. Here we go.
Yeah, they opened you up. Didn't
When
they?
I wake up, my pants are down.
It's a crazy story, but the happiest ending.
Oh,
So-
yes, it was.
Oh my man.
So I get up. I'm in Crown Heights. I fall asleep on the train. I wake up like 4 stops past mine. I go, fuck it. I'm not waiting anymore. Because these trains at 5 a.m., they take 8 years to come. So I go, I'm walking it. And this is before GPS and maps and all that. So I'm kind of like looking around. I'm drunk. I'm hitting the walls. And I see 5 guys on the corner out of a movie, like central casting, bandanas, 40, shooting dice on a piece of cardboard.
One dude
the whole
swinging
thing.
a chain.
Yeah. And just like the whole thing out of a movie, just bebopping and scatting, whatever. And,
Oh my God.
so I go, I'm going to cross the street, just avoid these, because these guys were up and at them. They were having a good time. I didn't want to, if I walked into their vision, they would have been like, look at this motherfucker, and that would have been a whole thing. So I walked across the street. Now I got an old guy coming towards me, white beard, must have been about 60. He was on something. He was all keyed up. He had big eyeballs, and he gets in front of me, goes, give me that fucking radio. And I had the iPod on, and I was so drunk, I go, it's not a radio. Thinking that would like dissuade him.
Oh, you're right. Never mind.
Yeah, and he just grabs it. So I grab it. Now we're going back and forth, and he picks me up by my shirt. And he just starts slamming me against the wall. Like, you know when a business closes, that metal gate goes down?
Yep.
And it's like, pow! It's like thunder. He's so my legs are dangling like a bitch, and I'm punching him in the face. I'm trying to knee him. He's not budging. Before I know it, those 5 guys run over, pull him off me, and just start beating the shit out of the guy. I'm talking, he's on the floor, they're stomping his face, they're soccer kicking him in the jaw, in the ribs, and I was like, and I grabbed my iPod, which was on the ground, and I just ran away, and I looked back, they're still beating the fuck out of the guy. So I got out of there.
The guys you avoided saved you?
Yes!
Oh.
I thought at the end, after they started beating him, they go, yo, you passed the test.
I thought they were going to take him for their own. He was going to be.
That's our iPod!
So I asked a cop about it like a month later, and he's like, those were drug dealers. They can't have a white kid getting killed in their neighborhood, so they had to make a choice.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
that's. You were saved by the color of your skin.
Protection.
Once again.
There
They
you
had to
go,
make a
man.
choice. Whoa.
Yes. Pretty wild.
That makes a lot of sense, though. What the cop said.
Yeah.
That actually does make a lot of sense.
Wow,
Wow,
I
man,
never
you've
thought of
had
that.
you've had some run-ins.
Yeah.
That was just 07?
That was 07.
Wow.
Oh,
I guess
it was better.
It can only go up from there, right?
Yeah. Every year got a little better.
Yeah,
But
you overcame all the hurdles.
Exactly.
And then you reap the benefits.
That's why I get annoyed when the new class is like, oh, I did a mic tonight. It rained. It was tough. The subway didn't come. Oh, nobody laughed at my Tinder bit. Blow me. How about you get bed bugs and have your landlord die of AIDS?